Karen Huger, the self-proclaimed Grande Dame of the Real Housewives of Potomac, is walking free today after spending months behind bars on charges that stunned fans and rocked reality TV. Her sudden release wasn't just unexpected. It left everyone asking the same question: how did one of Bravo's most glamorous stars end up trading designer gowns for a prison uniform? From the shocking crash that started it all to the strict conditions she'll now face on the outside, Karen's story has taken a turn no one saw coming. And what happens next could change her life and her place on Raw forever. Early Tuesday morning, Karen Huger walked out of the Montgomery County Detention Center at exactly 10 a.m. For many fans, the news came out of nowhere after all. She wasn't expected to be released this soon. Originally facing a much longer stay behind bars, Huger managed to serve just 6 months of her sentence before stepping back into the world. Cameras didn't capture the exact moment she left, but the announcement alone was enough to light up social media with reactions. Supporters celebrated her freedom, while critics questioned how a reality TV star managed to walk free earlier than expected. But her release was only the beginning of a much bigger story: the charges that put her away. Karen's freedom came at a cost, because the list of charges against her was nothing short of staggering. Out of the 8 counts prosecutors brought forward, she was convicted on 7, an almost clean sweep for the state. These included driving under the influence, negligent driving, and failing to control her vehicle's speed to avoid a collision. Each charge painted the picture of a reckless night that could have ended far worse. For a Bravo star known for her elegance and sharp wit, the reality of facing multiple convictions was a dramatic fall from grace. And while the judge could have handed down an even tougher sentence, the punishment she did receive was enough to completely change Karen's lifestyle moving forward. Life after prison. Walking free doesn't mean Karen's troubles are over. In fact, the road ahead may be even more challenging than her time behind bars. For the next year, she's banned from driving, entirely a tough restriction for someone who built her brand on luxury, independence, and being in control. On top of that, she'll be under 5 years of supervised probation, with every move closely monitored. If she follows the rules, that supervision could ease after 3 years, but any slip-up could drag her right back into the system. And even when she does get permission to drive again, it won't be simply an interlock device will be installed in her car, forcing her to prove sobriety every single time she gets behind the wheel. For a star once living life on her own terms, the reality now is a life with limits. The crash that changed everything. The night that changed everything for Karen Huger happened back in March 2024, right in the heart of Potomac, Maryland. What started as just another drive quickly spiraled into chaos when her car slammed into a median, smashed through a crosswalk sign, and then collided with a parking sign before finally grinding to a stop. The wreck left the roadway littered with debris and stunned witnesses who couldn't believe what they were seeing. For a woman known as the Grande Dame, the image of her luxury vehicle mangled against street signs was a shocking fall from grace. That single crash didn't just damage her car, it set off a chain reaction that would pull Karen out of her glamorous world and straight into a courtroom. The body cam footage. When the case went to trial, one piece of evidence stood out above everything else: the body cam footage. Jurors were shown video of Karen in the immediate aftermath of the crash, as officers questioned her right there on the scene. The footage captured her tone, her expressions, and the way she responded under pressure, and it didn't exactly work in her favor. Prosecutors argued that the video was proof she wasn't in control, and the jury seemed to agree. For fans who've only ever seen Karen in full glam and commanding the screen, the raw, unfiltered body cam clips painted a very different picture. And once that evidence was shown, her fate in the courtroom was practically sealed. Public fan reaction. The moment news of Karen's release broke, social media exploded. Some fans cheered, calling it a second chance for the Grande Dame, while others felt she got off far too easily. On Bravo forums, the debates were even louder. Supporters defended her as a strong woman who made a mistake, while critics argued that her actions could have hurt someone and shouldn't be brushed aside. Even within the Real Housewives community, the reactions were split. Some castmates publicly voiced their support, while others stayed noticeably silent. And with cameras constantly rolling for the show, many are now wondering how much of this drama will spill onto the next season of RHOP. Because if there's one thing Bravo knows, it's that real-life scandals make for must-watch TV. Speculation on her future. Now that Karen is free, the biggest question isn't just about her probation, it's about her future in reality TV. Will the Grande Dame return to the Real Housewives of Potomac, or has this scandal permanently changed her storyline? Reports claim producers are already debating whether to feature her comeback as a central plot point, and fans are buzzing about the possibility of a redemption arc. Some say this controversy could make her more compelling than ever, while others believe it might push Bravo to distance itself from her image. Rumors online even suggest that Karen herself may be weighing her options, whether to embrace the cameras again or step back from the spotlight. One thing is clear, whatever choice she makes could reshape not only her career, but the entire future of RHOP. Karen Huger's story is no longer just about champagne toasts and sharp one-liners. It's about survival, reputation, and the reality that even the brightest stars can fall hard. 6 months in prison, years of probation, and a future clouded with uncertainty have reshaped the Grande Dame's legacy in ways no one expected. Some see this as the end of an era, while others believe it could be the beginning of her most powerful chapter yet. Because in the world of reality TV, a downfall doesn't always mean a fade out. Sometimes it sets the stage for the ultimate comeback. The only question now is, which path will Karen choose?